Guys, we have a major energy shift happening this month. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it, but the last couple of months have not been feeling so easy. They have been feeling a little heavy, a little obstructed. It just feels like everything's a little more effort than it needs to be. And when I tuned into this month a couple of days ago, I really felt like things were gonna ease up. And that might have to do with the fact that we have two major planets, Saturn and Pluto, changing signs this month. March is going into Pisces on the 7th. Pluto is going into Aquarius on the 23rd. And we also have Mars finally leaving the sign of Gemini after, 7 months. It's been there since August. So major energy shifts, but more importantly, we also have our new moon in Aries. We have our spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere, and this is the start of the astrological calendar. And so there is this big theme of new beginnings really permeating our skies, our stars, and that's affecting a lot of us down here. And while I was in meditation this morning, I was kind of really nudged to put out this message about visceral imprinting and the importance of it in shifting your reality and everything that you're creating at this present time. And one of the things that I think is so important when it comes to visceral imprinting is that this is a sense where you're really feeling the energy in your body, right? You need to be in your body. And when I say needing to be in your body, so many people will often be outside of their body. They won't really be in it. They won't be present. Oftentimes it's because you don't feel safe in your body. You don't feel certain about your reality, and so you escape by leaving your body, so to speak. Maybe not fully leaving your body, but there's a partial part of you. Well, in order to really capitalize on the visceral imprinting, which makes you a magnetic force for attracting what it is that you want to really shift your reality, you have to be fully in your body, and you want to be fully feeling all of these emotions, particularly ones that get you excited. All right. Excitable emotions that are positive. I don't mean excitable in anxiety or fear. I mean excitement in like you're excited for things to be happening. You're excited for new beginnings, the possibilities that could be ahead of you. And using music is highly advantageous when it comes to visceral imprinting. I use music a lot to get my energy state in a really excited frequency, which I have found allows me to manifest things and shift my reality at such a higher speed than not using music. And I think one of the reasons for that is when we look at music and what it is sound. And sound is where everything originated from. There was first sound when anything is created. And so using that kind of launch pad is highly advantageous to increasing your ability to not just really formulate what it is that you want to shift, but make you a high magnetic attractor for bringing that in at a higher speed, much faster rates. And the other thing that I want to say too is when I'm in meditation and I'm kind of getting into this energy shift, I use this high frequency music, which really kind of makes me almost want to dance in my meditation seat. Like I'm sitting cross-legged and all that, but my body's moving and I'm letting it move. And the movement is so important because there's a reason why ancient civilizations used dance in sacred ceremonies. When you think about even, civilizations wanting to make it rain, and you hear about the rain dance, to open the skies and allow the water to come in. That almost like when you think about drums, right? A drum is a very primal beat. It's very similar to the heartbeat, and which the heart is a very magnetic force. But when you're dancing on the ground or you're beating a drum and you're beating your feet into the ground, what you're doing is you're literally bringing that visceral imprinting from the energetic field, the scalar field, and bringing it right into the earth. You're literally almost speaking to Mother Earth to bring this energy in. So what I want to say to you guys is you may really want to, for this month, if you haven't already, Be really focused on what it is, these new beginnings that you're really trying to create or shift into, whether it's just a new reality that you're really wanting to bring forward, and use higher frequency music that gets you happy, that gets you excited, that gets you in some kind of state where you're just like in a joy state, where you're loving life, you're loving being here, and then start envisioning what it is that you really want. Start seeing yourself living it out. You need to have that experience in your body in order to actually manifest it here. If you've never experienced the state of what you actually need to manifest, it makes it extremely difficult for you to bring it in. So start getting into that state and align it with what it is that you're trying to shift into. I think it will greatly help you, and I think it could be very beneficial at these times with the new moon in Aries, and then a second new moon in Aries in April, which is our first solar eclipse of the year, and it's our first solar eclipse in Aries since 2014, I think it is. So this is important. You really want to capitalize on this and use this to kind of shift out of the funk energies that I feel like a lot of us have been in. I know I have been in, and everything's kind of shifting this month, but it's always nice to give it a little boost on your end. So I hope this video was helpful, guys. I love you so much. If you need any more information about me, you know where to find me on my website, NicoleFrolic.com. If you're not already, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And next week's podcast is coming out Tuesday night, and it's a brand new guest, and you're going to really love it. I think it's going to be super important, especially if you've been going through heavier times. We're going to get into so many different topics, stuff that is going to really move you. And I literally have an emotional breakdown, I guess you could call it. I get very raw and real. I moved to tears, and I expressed something that has been weighing on me, and I didn't realize how heavy it was even as I was expressing it on this podcast. So I hope you guys will tune in. I love you guys so much. Have an incredible weekend, and I'll be back with you guys real soon.